이번 연말 닛산에서는 특별한 행사를 준비했습니다.
This holiday season, Nissan introduces the Gift to You event.
다양한 차종을 특별 리스 판매 가격에 구입하시거나 파이낸싱을 하실 경우 90일 동안 지불하지 않으셔도 됩니다. 또한 테스트 드라이브를 하시면 Habitat for Humanity 캐나다에 기부금을 전달합니다. 자세한 내용은 윌로데일 닛산을 방문하시거나 nissangift.ca에서 확인할 수 있습니다.
이번 주 리얼피플에서는 비트박스로 유명한 테리 임씨를 만나보았습니다. 그의 비트박스를 향한 열정과 경험에 대해 이야기를 나눠보았는데요. 함께 보시죠.
Everywhere I go, what? Everywhere I go, what? Everywhere I go, what? Everywhere I go, everywhere I go, everywhere I go.
Thank you. Yeah. That's what I do.
Hi Terry, can you briefly introduce yourself?
Sure, my name is Terry M. I perform under the name KrNfX, and I'm the two-time Canadian beatbox champion.
So how and when did you start beatboxing?
I began this art form about, I'd say, just a little over 13 years now. I used to play the drums, and as I was growing up, I would always be surrounded by music because my dad was a conductor and a piano player. My mom sang, and my sisters, two older sisters, would also play instruments, the flute. So whenever I was growing up, there's always music around me. And so I think it's kind of inevitable that I would sort of become a musician. And whenever I wasn't around the drum set, I would just kind of imitate the sounds with my mouth, like, you know, very simple stuff. And then a couple years passed and I stopped playing the drums, but I kept going with the beatboxing. So as my skills developed with the beatboxing, my love and just passion for the art form just kept growing and growing. And by the time I got to high school, it was kind of like the cool thing to like be a hip hop guy or something, you know, like there was always like rap ciphers, people rapping in circles, and I would always be the person doing the beatboxing. And that's kind of how I developed my skills, just, you know, just practicing a lot.
And so how often do you practice, and how do you practice?
You know, that's a very interesting question because I don't really consider practice. I just consider beatboxing like a language to me. So whenever I'm doing it, I'm just speaking. It's not really work to me. It's something that I enjoy doing. So, you know, it can range from anywhere from 1 hour to 6 hours a day. You know, it really depends on how I'm feeling and what kind of a mood I'm in. But yeah, I don't really consider it practice. I think it's just, you know, having fun, doing what I love, and I'm very thankful for that.
And where do you get the inspiration?
Oh, inspiration. I think inspiration is all around us. You know, listening to different types of music, seeing different artists and musicians perform live, you know, going outside, seeing, you know, different cities, different countries, you know, everything can inspire me. I think the most inspiring thing for me right now is just the determination that I have to reach a certain point with my beatboxing. And until I reach that point, you know, I'm gonna keep trying as hard as I can to just get better and better and push myself and get more exposure.
And you're also known as KrNfX. And how did you get the name?
KrNfX is just like a name that I kind of wanted to pay like homage to my heritage. So you know, me being Korean, having Korean ancestry, you know, why not? I think it's kind of cool.
And I saw you're one of the finalists for Canada's Got Talent.
That's right.
And I saw your final stage, and then you used with the Samunori team, right? How did you get the idea?
That was actually an idea that me and my manager came up with. He thought it would be a really good idea to incorporate my, you know, the Korean heritage into my final performance, which I definitely agreed on. And you know, I performed and seen the Samunori group perform before, so you know, right away they came to my mind. And you know, we got up, we met up. I think it was like a week before the show, and you know, we just practiced, and we were able to get a set down. And you know, I'm very pleased and happy with the way things turned out.
Okay. And your family and parents must be very proud of you. What do they think about you beatboxing?
I hope they're proud. At first, I think they weren't the most supportive. You know, typical Korean parents, they usually want their kids to be lawyers, doctors, you know, some sort of an academic degree. But, you know, I felt like music was the path for me, so I decided to pursue it. And my parents at first were a little bit weary, but you know, as time went on and I started getting more shows and getting my name out there, you know, eventually getting on TV, you know, start making money with what I'm doing, they come to realize, you know, that this is what I want to do and that it's actually, you know, a feasible career. So, you know, nowadays they're very, very supportive of what I do, and I think my dad's like my biggest fan. He's always like reading my tweets and like on my Facebook and stuff. So I'm very, you know, I'm very blessed to have very supportive parents at the moment.
And you perform a variety of places, right? And do you have any memorable fun episodes?
Definitely. I would say that performing in Korea was probably one of my favorite experiences. At R16, I performed there the past 2 years, and I performed with artists such as Jay Park, Toki, and The Quiet. And you know, it's just really a great experience and a blessing to be able to have that opportunity to go on the world stage in Korea in front of thousands of people and just, you know, show them what I do and why I do it. And just the crowd is so big. It's the event is held in the Olympic Hall, so it's like this massive venue with a massive sound system, and everyone, the energy levels are just so high. And you know, there's not much you can ask for, not much more that you could ask for in a crowd other than energy levels, respect, appreciation for my art form, and you know, just a crowd that has fun. Like every performance that I do, I think is, you know, it has a spot in my favorites list because I treat every performance like any other performance. Like, so if I'm doing a show for 20 people, I consider it the same if I'm doing a show for 10,000 people. I'm gonna put that same amount of energy and passion into my performance, and that usually results in good things.
And what's your next plan or performance?
My next performance, I'm actually going to LA, which is definitely a new horizon that I'm going to explore. I'm performing at the CASA Freshman Dance-Off, which is like this big dance competition that all the universities, or sorry, colleges in Southern California take part in. And it's been running for like 16 years, I think, and it's like just this massive event. And I actually got on that because my friend PK, who is the founder of Collaboration, we've been talking a lot recently, and you know, he feels like LA would be a good place for me to kind of networking, seeing as how I've never been there, so I agree with that. And you know, Canada is my home, it always will be, but I feel like I need to take it another level, almost. You know, Canada and the States, it's kind of incomparable, like the markets and the industry. The States have like like 5 times more people than we have. I don't even know the exact number. It's just a lot more. And you know, like I said, Canada will always be my home, Toronto. But I feel like, you know, I need to venture out in the world and kind of, you know, take chances and, you know, just live a little.
And what do you think about the K-pop and Hallyu these days?
K-pop, man, that stuff is just blowing up. With everything, you know, with Psy to Big Bang to 21 to whatever the latest craze is, you know, it's crazy how big Psy has become. It's like an international phenomenon, and I think it's great for the Korean, you know, community because it kind of puts us on the map in terms of, you know, we can actually break through the international scene, you know, without resorting to like, you know, gimmicky stuff or like, you know, too much, you know, mainstream commercial stuff. Because, you know, Psy's been doing his thing for a while and people don't know that. They think he just came out with this one video and he's like, oh, this guy's just a one-hit wonder, but apparently he's been doing his thing for over 10 years and he's finally paid off. So, you know, I have a lot of respect for that guy. And he's probably like, he's a legend right now. He's a living legend. There's not much more to say about that. You know, numbers speak for themselves. Almost 800 million views on YouTube. He plays to like sold out crowds all across the world. And you know, I think there's going to be a lot more to come in terms of K-pop and Hallyu in the world. And I'm very excited to be a part of it, you know, being Korean. You know, I kind of have my foot in the door in the K-pop community just a little bit, you know, friends with a couple of K-pop stars. And I'm just interested and excited to see where it goes in the future.
And what's your final dream? Like, what do you want to achieve through beatboxing?
My final dream would be to eventually put out an album. I actually do a little bit of rapping and emceeing. I'm no dumbfounded or anything, but you know, I can spit a little bit. So eventually my dream is to make an album and, you know, tour the world and just, you know, travel, explore the world, meet new people, and just show people, you know, my passion, which is beatboxing. And, you know, that's all I really want in this world, just to keep beatboxing.
That's great.
I'm going to end it off like this. Rip the mic under the jewelry case. Boom. 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 Arirang TV. Yep. Peace.